Welcome to the show, everyone. It's time to watch 49ers film. We're your hosts, Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer. The Niners beat Green Bay Packers. We're not going to be looking at special teams, but if you did have the special teams tape, you would actually be able to see God himself reach down from heaven and block a punt. There's actually visual evidence of God on this. We don't have that, unfortunately. We just have offense. It's got a lot of interesting things on offense, too. I'm going to be looking for, obviously, Jimmy, but I'm also curious, how did Green Bay do such a good job against this run game? Can anyone else replicate that? And what happened to Trent Williams? Like, when did that injury happen? What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for kind of the same thing. I haven't had a chance to really dig into it too much yet, so I haven't even seen the full film yet. So I'm right there with you. I wanted to kind of check it out because the Packers have done the best job against this 49ers run game of any team that we've seen them go up against, and they've done it twice now. And it didn't seem like they were beating up in the middle, the 49ers up in the middle quite as bad as they did the first time around. So it'll be interesting to go see through this and kind of see why they were so good. I have some ideas, in the back of my mind, but it'll be interesting to see if those are what really took place.
My first thought, Kenny Clark is really good.
Oh,
and I don't know that the Rams have anyone like him.
Yeah, no, Kenny Clark's an absolute stud. I think 59 too, the linebacker, he's really good.
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah.
I think those two really kind of started off. And I think when we go through it, what we're going to see a team they just really, I think, understand what the 49ers are trying to do because of the way that Matt LaFleur runs his offense is very similar. It's different than what McVay does in LA. He's kind of done his own thing with this offense, but it seems like LaFleur is still very similar to in his run style and the way that he sets his offense up to what Shanahan does.
Apparently there's feedback. Hold on. Let me close my second laptop. Are you still hearing that? There was like a little bit of a feedback. I think it was my fault. Is it gone?
I don't hear anything.
Okay. I don't want to start if the audio is weak, but I think I fixed it. Anyway, I think I fixed it. Is it gone? Or are we just hearing ringing in our ears? Sorry.
I don't hear anything, so.
Did you see Josh Norman on Ward's blocked field goal? He just stood there and didn't even make an attempt to block the ball. No, I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
No. All right, let me see if I can get the film up. Let's see if I can do that. Share, video file, boom. There it is. All right, here we go.
Yeah, they're going to come out here right off the beginning, and they're going to run and see what they do. It's going to be tough sledding. It's really tough sledding for them throughout. And that's a pretty good. That's actually, look at Kenny Clark on that opening play. He really did a pretty good job there on Mac. Watch him just stand him up and drive him back.
Yeah, Kenny Clark's 97 here in the middle.
Because he's going to try to scoop him here because they're running to the left. So Mac's going to try to scoop over and get him, but he just really gets driven back. Look at that.
Monster.
And not only that, but then look at the penetration across. The next guy down the line as well is 4 yards into the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that penetration they got. Because what's that, 96 on Trent Williams. Watch that guy on Trent Williams. Trent Williams gets driven back there too.
Yeah. One more time. Trent Williams. Oh, yeah. Wow. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, he got up underneath the shoulder pads and took him for a ride.
Yep.
And then right after that, they get the false start here, which is going to set them back. The first half of this game reminded me a lot of the first half from the first game, right? If you remember, they just kept
very low scoring. Yeah.
Yeah, and they couldn't get out of their own way, and then they finally had a good drive towards the end of the half, and didn't score any points on that one. And then the only reason they scored the points at the end of the half was because of the long kickoff return by Cannon. So we kind of see that play out here in this game.
Yeah.
I don't think the Rams can replicate what Green Bay does. They don't have the players at the second level. That's the difference.
Yeah, they don't have the linebackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing when I watch Green Bay from week 3 getting ready for this game, the one thing that I notice is that their second level guys do a really good job of flowing to the ball, but they also do a good job of cutting off those cutback lanes. So like right here, watch 42. He doesn't over pursue. 51 does a good job of kind of staying backside as well. So there's nowhere for
Devo.
Samuel to go. They play it. They're in good spot on the play side, but they do a good job of um, not over pursuing things.
Not over pursuing, which is what the Niners feast on, right?
Yeah, that's where that play, like right there, that's what they're
Yeah.
expecting. They're running that play because they're thinking they're going to get over pursuit.
Let's watch it again. Right. You're trying to cut back. It's like a split belly toss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of hitting them with the toss sweep to start, they're going directly to their counter.
Yeah, it's almost like they come to this too early in the game. This is something that usually works for them. As the game works on.
But 51 and 42 aren't surprised at all. Really, they're kind of expecting it. This is open over here on the right. Well, 97 cuts that off.
Yeah, that helps you. That helps you, right? That helps you play strong on the backside, because if not, when you have your defensive tackle just sitting in the hole, I mean, that's he again two plays in a row, he's destroyed them.
So that really sets the tone. First two runs of the game, you're trying to say we can run on you, and now it's 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and I think this is the sack where they run over Laken Tomlinson. Zadarius Smith just runs over him. Yep.
Oh, yep. That'll do it. And then just reaches out and gets him by a shoelace.
Yeah, and there's nowhere. I mean, the sack gets there too quick. There's nobody that's into the route where Garoppolo can get rid of the ball at that point. His check down still spinning around on his little route at the bottom. Yeah, he just trucks over him. Look at that.
Ah. I like to see him keep his balance there at the end. But yeah, I'd like to see Laken Tomlinson stay on his feet there too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Both those.
There was one comment real quick from Mark, says every playoff game Debo plays proves he is MVP.
Oh yeah. Well, he's been doing that for the last month.
I'm hearing that on your end, Jack. There might be a little feedback coming from you.
Is it?
It's almost like there's like a plane coming in from really far away, like
yeah.
like a B-12 bomber. See, I think it's on Jack's end.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right, sweet. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, second drive here, and they're going to go right back to Debo up the middle now. Much better when they're straight at them. That's what they do a pretty good job when they just attack them right at the point of attack. But going to side to side doesn't really work against in this game. Not early on. They get it rolling in the second half, but in the first half, not very much. Even there, looking at how athletic 97 is for his size and everything. He's actually there to cut him off.
Yeah. One more time. 97. And people say, well, the Rams have Aaron Donald. Yeah, he's not nearly the run defender Kenny Clark is.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't disrupt the game the way that 97 does. Oh. We haven't seen him do that. The only time we saw him do that was last year, the second time around. But for the most part, against the 49ers, he's non-existent.
Yeah.
He's a little bit he's like a penetrator that just kind of freelances. I think that's why they can kind of feast on. And then they catch a break here. This is a drop, and they get lucky that this is dropped. Really.
Yeah, that would have been a fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should have been a first down. Instead, he drops it.
It was definitely borderline, right? Like they called it fumble on the field, didn't they?
They did. They called it a fumble on the field, went to review, and changed it. It was close.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was a fumble. Then when I saw the replay, it didn't look quite as much because it's pretty bang with the ball getting to his hands in 29.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they got it wrong. It's just the Niners. It could have went either way, so it was definitely fortuitous.
Yes, it was. No, they got lucky on that one because it was close.
Yeah,
and a fumble right there because that was right after I think they got the fumble from Green Bay. Yeah. And then this series is rough. They're going to run this. Oh, this is third down. Sorry, this is the sack by 52. Yeah. I mean, he's really done a good job against the 49ers too this year. Gary, he had some really nice plays the first game around, and he's just really working Compton here.
Yeah. Let's watch.
There's not a whole lot else to look at. I mean, he's out really wide and.
Oh man. Like it's Tom.
They're triple teaming. They're
This is
triple team
what we would
97.
see from Compton in training camp. You can't see the run blocking really in training camp, but you can see this. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, boy. Whoa, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
It's amazing to me that they're only rushing 3 and they don't get any help out there at all for him. Brunskill's got his hand here and he's looking at him.
What did Jimmy look at? Because he looked to his right and then came back to his left. And then was there a quick throw that he passed up?
I don't think so. It's all pretty. I think he's thinking
Jennings.
Yeah, I think he's looking down here, but it's covered. Actually, I think he might be a little bit deeper. He goes back to the left, and it's really well. By the time he goes back to his left, and he kind of might have Kittle starting to come up open over the middle, but he's getting hit by 52, and he can't get it out.
Absolutely. All right, so now you got first down.
Yeah. And this is, again, so this time the fronters don't motion into it. They're just heavy on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
And they just don't block the linebacker coming through. They miss him.
Yeah.
They have a man on, they have numbers over there. They're matched up where they should be able to get a hat on a hat. They have 5 defenders with 5 blockers. Yeah, but they get caught up on the double team inside and they don't get off to 51.
Oh, yeah. 50 kind of walls them off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so he's able to run it down and get the tackle for loss.
Corey Patterson asked it seemed like K1 was getting burnt in the slot when Adams was there all game. Early, but not for big plays. And then the Niners kind of shut that down, didn't they?
Yeah. Whenever they had him in a man situation, they went to him and it was complete. But the Pointers did a really good job of taking him away with double teaming him.
Yeah.
This should be
Here
a touchdown.
Right here. Second and long.
Yeah, 2nd 12. It's wide open in the middle of the field. The safety turns to the right, to the Pointers left. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's got inside leverage with Kittle, and he puts it on him.
Oh wow! There is no safety deep. Yeah. Oh, and then it's really at that point about whether 31 can catch 85.
Yeah, and I doubt. I mean, I think I don't know if that's going to be a touchdown, but it's going to be deep into Green Bay territory, and it just bounces off.
Dude, someone is dropping bombs on your house.
You hear what are you hearing?
Dropping bombs on your house. No, hold on. Sorry. Okay, I want to watch from this angle. Maybe it's my house. I'm paranoid. Okay, here we go. Here's a throw.
Yeah.
How do you drop that? I don't get that.
Garoppolo does a good job of holding the safety to the left side too. He looks there quick and then brings his head back to find Kittle. Ball's coming out early. It's right on him. There's no excuse for the drop.
There is no excuse for the drop. I want to see like a better throw would have led him a little bit, and he kind of broke stride a little bit. There's no excuse for the drop. That's an awful play. And Kittle fumbled on a play last week that didn't count. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm just trying to seems like maybe he breaks stride a little bit there and kind of. But anyway, catch the ball.
He does. I mean, the ball's not out in front of him, so he does have to slow down a little bit. But
still catch the ball. Catch the ball. Yep. Yeah. All right. Because it all happens very fast in the press box, and you don't always get a good look on the replay.
Yeah, it can be tough sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
This time they bring pressure, and he gets the ball out quick to Jennings, and Jennings just doesn't see it. It goes to his arms.
Yeah. He's got to be more aware. So they bring a blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jennings, get your head around, dude. What are you doing?
Yep. Yeah. There's nowhere else that he can put it on him, and he sticks it right on him. Look at that. They have Clark all the way on the outside that time. Looks like they only have. It's interesting.
Yep. All right. So that was a lot of bad play by the offense, and really not a lot of bad play from Jimmy. The offense got off to a bad start in the first quarter, and it was everyone but him. Jimmy saved his for the end of the second quarter.
Yeah. I think this one's a little bit behind him, too. Should have been a catch, but it's behind him. When in these conditions, when it's as cold as it was, I don't fault him for that because it's behind him and he's barely able to get his hand on it. I don't know if I call that a drop as much as the first two.
Yeah,
I've seen some people say that there was 4 drops, but he doesn't really give a whole lot of an effort there either. The guy's right in his face and he's kind of having to stop.
Yeah, you can call that a drop if you'd like. On like the strict sense of the rule, I'd also call that a bad throw.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so too.
either way. I mean, both of
Mm-hmm.
them. Okay, so here we go. Offense really isn't executing. Doesn't look like they're particularly prepared like the defense is. But what's funny about the offense, and I want to watch this run from the end zone. But what's funny about the offense is they can look terrible for 58 minutes, but you know that Kyle, pretty much everyone on that offense is going to be able to get it together on the final drive, which is weird. But it shows
Yeah,
how confident they are in each other.
yeah. You've seen them go through these stretches. They did it against the Rams, right?
Yeah,
In the first half of the Rams game,
yep.
and then all of a sudden they start to kind of get some things together as they work through it. And as long as the defense was playing so good, that was kind of the thought. What I felt in watching the game was that they're still only a 7-point game. They're still in this. They just need to have that one drive where they pick up a first down and start to run some plays.
All right, here we go. Let's watch this run. Handoff to Mitchell.
See, look at that. That's one of the other deep differences, though. They get no reaction out of the linebackers to Deebo Samuel in that situation.
Yeah. Other teams are different. Yeah, this team is really well scouted. I mean, they scouted the Niners offense really well.
Yeah. And that's what they did in week 3 too. When they didn't allow Deebo Samuel to move their eyes, and they didn't really allow him to do it here either.
That's interesting. You'd think a division opponent like the Rams could do something that an NFC North opponent like the Packers could do, but no. Their linebackers are so bad, right? What they do is over pursue.
Yeah, they do have a. You saw that on Sunday too with 51 on the touchdown at the end of the game where he just misses it. He's looking for Deebo here, and he sees the double, so he goes out to the right, and it's not there either. He started in the middle, and he goes out to the right, and now he's got pressure right in his face again. Compton just getting eaten up.
Yeah, he actually does have Deebo because that guy fell, but again, he doesn't have time because big TC. Oh, Tom. If only the Niners had a really good right tackle, they would have no weaknesses. They've tried. Tom. Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah. It's worse than fast motion. Whew.
Yeah, that was Smith, right? Or is that 52 again? Yeah, he just working him. And this is the little incompletion. He's play action. I think they're trying to take a shot here, but they do a really good job of sitting on top. Maybe roll that one back.
I don't know, man. That whistling sound is tripping. I feel like I'm Ray Liotta in the last scene of Goodfellas, just like looking up. I'm trying to find where the helicopter is. Like, what is going on? Whoa. No, I'm all right. You heard that, right? Like, I'm tripping. Okay. Okay. Don't let them know I'm here. They're looking for me. They're trying to find me. Okay. All right, here we go. Sorry. Okay. Oh, they're back. Okay, here we go.
Because I think they're trying to hit the deep shot here to Benjamin on the corner. Looks like they have a deep shot on the corner, and then they have a dig. Yeah, he might have had that dig open instead of having to check it down. We'll see it from the back end right here.
Let's pause it. Yeah,
I think.
Here we go.
Got to try to match that up with where he is in the pocket.
Yeah, I'll pause it.
He's back, and he's definitely looking deep. Yeah,
I think you could throw it to Ayuk right now, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's
the other game I like to play on this all 22 is the Where's Ayuk game because he's usually down the field, and Jimmy doesn't often look that way. So I'm curious. So here is an example of him being open.
Yeah, and it looks like he comes off. I don't know why he doesn't. I don't know why he comes down to 25 because he does have 11 coming across.
Because it's Ayuk, and they probably. I don't know. Ayuk probably beat him in beer pong one time, and Jimmy's upset about it. I don't know. They got to talk it out. They haven't talked it out, but there's something going on between them. Beer pong. I get the feeling that Ayuk is very shy and quiet, and not necessarily like asserting himself. Like, hey, I want the ball. I think his whole thing was like, I was doubted in college, everything worked out. I was doubted at JC, everything worked out. I think he just kind of feels like everything's going to work out, and he's only 23. He doesn't quite understand that. He's going to need to get in probably some powerful people's faces and say, I want the ball like Deebo does. But I'm just saying.
That's actually a really good point. That could be part of what's happening.
Very, very laid back. And he was like, I was buried at Arizona State. Everything worked out. Like I'm sure he feels that they'll figure it out. But I don't know, man. Go tell you might need to go to Jimmy and say, hey, man, throw me the ball when I'm open. Please. Maybe that's why he was in the doghouse to begin with. We will never know.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
And then so they get the incompletion there, but now that this is where the offense starts to move. So they get this. This is just a really nice catch by Kittle out here. That's a good ball by.
Great
It's
ball.
good ball placement by the quarterback to put that
Great
where he
ball.
puts it, but it's a really good catch.
It's outside the numbers. He throws it on time. He doesn't hesitate. When it's Kittle, it matters who the receiver is for Jimmy. There's no question that Jimmy trusts Kittle almost to a fault. I think a lot of the interceptions are going to Kittle when he's covered in the red zone, but Ayuk can't quite be open enough. Now Ayuk did fumble in this game, so I don't know. But that's a nice catch, George.
That's a really nice catch. After the drop, that's a really nice job of coming back and making that catch. And it's a good ball placement by Garoppolo there, but really good catch.
Yeah.
And it's funny how once you get a completion from the quarterback, everything else starts to kind of roll, you know?
Yep. Absolutely. Because really the defense is so keyed in on stopping the run game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they go right back. No, they're going to go right back to the run. These next 4 plays are all going to be runs. They go right here to Debo. And he's just such a good runner. I mean, is it for a guy that's a wide receiver to run these plays? It's really impressive.
Yeah. Okay, let's watch. Compton gets moved out of the way.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
He kind of takes it to the next one because there's no cutback lane right there. You're getting a pull, and I think on this one they want him to get up inside of that pulling guard, but there's nothing there, so he just takes it to the next hole.
Jay says third quarter 6:05, 3rd and 5, Kittle's wide open. Okay, remember that. When we get to the third quarter 6:05, we will watch that play for you, Jay. Thank you. I just took a mental note. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a nice run too. That's one of the nicer runs of the game for the Niners right there.
Yeah, it really was. It felt. I remember thinking this one, like when he spins, if it seemed like his head, it took him a little while to get going, like he was expecting to get hit, and then he realized he wasn't. And,
here's Brunskill giving up penetration. Mitchell having to make a guy miss. Boom.
Yeah, oh, really
nice.
Yeah, really nice. That's a really nice run.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's one of their longest ones of the day. So or one of the longer ones. He's going to have a longer one here coming up. That's a nice one. Yeah, here comes the toss to the right with big old 71 leading the way. Running downhill before the ball snapped. He just blows those guys over.
Wow.
Can you imagine being the defensive end and having that guy like Rashawn Gary right here and having 71 coming at you full speed? Oh my gosh.
Oh. Ow. One more time. 52. Oh.
I mean that's not even fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
I was surprised because they kept him out for the next play. They kept Bikivitz on the field for the next play here. And they run right at him, and they still pick up 4 or 2. Excuse me.
There's that sound again. Man, that sound is killing me, dude. I'm kidding.
What is it, like a helicopter sound coming at you?
I have no idea. It's like, it sounds like someone's like dropping a bomb and then it like about to hit the ground, then it goes right back up in the air. It's crazy. Anyway, it's kind of adding to it, I think. They say it's your computer. I don't know. I think it's hard to say what it is. Sorry, this is play action. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely one of the better plays. I forgot about this play. This was actually one of the better plays of the game.
Yeah, it's a really nice play by Garoppolo right here to keep his head up and kind of keep his wits about him.
Yeah. Steps up in the pocket, which I like. I complain about that with him.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is like not throwing the ball away, but stepping up in the pocket is a good start. That's great. This is a money play for him. Off schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the kind of play you would expect from a mobile quarterback, right? Not from Jimmy Garoppolo, where he keeps his head up because
I love this.
He's ready to scramble.
Beautiful.
And then he sees a linebacker or who that guy is coming at him, and he just says, "Okay, here, take it."
Great football instincts. That was great. Yeah. Sounds like a siren, essentially. Like very far away, but very persistent at the same time. Like they're not finding the bank robber, but they're still looking. Okay, here we go. All right, here's the toss that they probably should have opened up with. It works. Did they not come back to that?
I think they do.
Okay.
Man, that guy really does a good job of laying the wood on him because that looked like it was going to be a bigger gain than 6 yards. It's probably these headphones that I got to do.
Watch it be. I have no idea. It's hilarious though.
Last night on my stream, I did have fire alarms going off, but I was using different headphones that night. And then kind of right back. This is the their zone toss. They're feeling themselves. You can tell that Shanahan's getting himself in the groove.
And they have it with Elijah Mitchell doing the thing there. So yeah, they just do like the same kind of play in two different directions with the different running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it works. And they're controlling the game, and here they are. They're right in the red zone. They're going to score a touchdown here, Jack. I think they scored a touchdown here.
I thought.
Pretty sure they scored a touchdown here. Let's see what happens. Okay.
They had this. This is the same. That play right there, what they just ran, is the same play they ran in their final drive. It's the same exact play. They motion them out, and then they get the little inside route to Kittle. When we get to the end of the game, you're going to see them run exactly the same play because they've got Kittle matched up on Preston Smith. There's no way Smith's going to be able to cover him. That's an easy.
Right.
That's an easy win for the 49ers. But see that this motion we're going to see
because it's 21 personnel, right? And you go empty from base personnel, and you go. Yep, that's easy.
Yeah, they're actually 22. I think 22. Because they have two tight ends on the field, and then both the backs.
Jacob says, Grant, plug in your headphones. That sound is electrical interference and or feedback. I just unplugged my microphone, and it didn't go away. So I don't know if that's it either. Sorry for everyone's trying to figure it out. Thank you guys for trying to figure it out. Sorry.
Hold on. Did it stop there for a minute? Let me pause myself. Yes. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. Yeah, it goes away when Jack mutes himself.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, sure. We'll have a little intermission here. Man, everyone's trying to figure it out. That's hecka funny. It's okay. The charm of this YouTube station is its lo-fi quality anyway.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's gone. Perfect.
Okay. Right. That's the phone. Get rid of
them. All right. Sweet. Okay. Sorry, that's okay. It was actually a funny little bit. All right. Okay, here we go. So he's got the one-on-one matchup against Preston Smith. Very, very creative. If you sell it to stop the Niners run game, just do that. Get Kittle one-on-one against defensive ends. That's good. Okay, the first and goal from the 9. They're going to score a touchdown here. In the second quarter, tie game. Maybe they'll go into halftime down 7-3.
Yeah, and they're in 22 personnel again, same pairing, and they just get a holding call there on.
I forgot about that. Yeah, sets them back. I feel like a lot of Jimmy Garoppolo's. Maybe I'm just wrong, but a lot of his interceptions come after a mistake from someone else, and he tries to do too much.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a bad holding call, man, because they call that late because the hold you don't really see the hold there until late on that. Anyway,
who's it on?
It's going to be on Williams, on 95, right in front of him. There's right there. There's the hold right at the end of it. I guess maybe I'm wrong, but he's definitely got him on the outside. He pulls him down.
Okay. The Packers do a good job of getting penetration and forcing the Niners offensive linemen to do stuff like that.
They do. And so now they're backed up to the 19, and you just can't do this. What's going to happen here?
Okay, so let's take it piece by piece. He's going to go to Kittle. He's waiting. He shrugs off. This is so you're doing great. That's nice. And now you're off schedule. Kittle is open, and you see him, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he sees him yet. I think at this point right now, he's still trying to figure out what he's going to do to get around that guy. And so
Kittle's now
now,
like, dude, I'm wide open.
yep.
And he really see this, I guess, is my issue. Like, Jimmy, I don't know. Maybe Josh Allen can make that throw. You need one hell of an arm to pull that off. And you got a messed up thumb, a messed up shoulder. It's 0 degrees.
That's a 25-yard throw to the out with him moving, and we already know that he's not very good on that kind of a throw to begin with.
Yeah, I guess like you should probably know your limitations here. I don't know. But I mean, yeah. I would like it. I guess Trey Lance would attempt it. Josh Allen would attempt it. Patrick Mahomes. You probably shouldn't. I would think you probably shouldn't. Oof, there's just nothing on it. And if he does throw this ball, where are you trying to hit it up? Like in the back corner of the end zone? Is that the right spot? Or did he just?
He needs to throw. He needs to throw it to the sidelines.
Throw it to the sideline, and then it's way in. Yeah, it's a bad decision. It's so late.
It's late. And look at where Kittle's on the goal line, and the ball gets caught on the 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess this is why I harp on Jimmy Garoppolo's mistakes. Is like,
in reality, I mean, if you want to blame somebody other than Garoppolo, it's Garoppolo's fault for the throw. But wouldn't you want 85 to be working his way back to you as well?
Yes.
I mean, that's just
he kind of got caught up on being open in the end zone and just stayed there. But yeah, let's watch it from this angle. So he shrugs that guy off. He sees him, but he's not really in position to throw the ball. He has to create some space. And now he's sort of fading away. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing on that. But you can't really see Kittle there. We can watch it one more time from the other angle. Let's see.
Yeah, if he works his way back, then maybe. But that's you're nitpicking at that part. Garoppolo just needs to either throw that thing away or throw it into the ground. That's the one thing that we talk about a lot with his interceptions. It's just throw the ball away. You don't need to be a hero.
Exactly. That's my thing. Why? It's the decision making. So you can throw this ball away. You can scramble. I don't think you can make this throw, and I think you should know that you can't make this throw.
No, I don't think. The only thing again, this is Garoppolo's fault.
But okay, look, watch Kittle here. Like work back to the ball, right?
Yes,
like,
that's the only thing that
Kittle hasn't done it. Yeah, it's not good.
But
it really hasn't played well the last few. I mean, he's made some nice catches, but by and large, hasn't played great the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's on Garoppolo. You can't make. That's just a bad ball. But I do wish that 85 was working his way back. Once your quarterback starts to scramble, you need to know who you're playing with, and you're not with Garoppolo. I wouldn't suggest you take off down the field.
I agree.
If it's Trey Lance, he might be able to get the ball there because he has the arm to do it. But
you know who your quarterback is. You campaigned for this guy. You know what it is. Okay, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, also Jimmy, bad decision.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. And that's huge because now it's 7-0 and the Flyers are usually they're getting the ball to start the second half. If you got the field goal right there, you're 7-3 and you're feeling better about yourself.
Absolutely.
You get a really good, kick to open up the half here, and then you get a nice run on first down.
Yeah. No. I mean, people say, Jimmy throws picks, everyone throws picks. It's true. It's just the decision making sometimes is what's not alarming, but
it just seems like they come in. It seems like they just come in the worst points in the game, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And then you're like, okay, so he chokes. He's not ready for the big moments, but then he does well in other big moments. You're like, I just don't get you, man. I don't get you at all.
He
came through on the final drive. Like he definitely did. The 2 throws, they weren't super hard, but Rodgers didn't come through.
Yeah, no, there was nothing hard at all about the 2 throws that we're going to get to at the end of the game. Nothing at all. But the fact that he got him out of his hands, got it in front of those guys, you got to give him the credit for it. But
absolutely, definitely.
I got to say, I laughed at your tweet when you said Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the hero of this game. I laughed about it then, and as the game finished up, I told my girlfriend I'm watching the game. I said, if I was in the press box right now, Grant and I would be laughing our asses off because we would be
giggling. There it is. There it is. There it is. We've watched it left, Jimmy. It's the same pattern. It's the same pattern. He sets the bar low, and you think, man, this guy's really struggling. And then they win, and he's doing the thing after the game. And you're like, how did that just happen? How did it happen again? I don't know. A couple of streams ago, I was saying he's got a lot of Forrest Gump in him. He just ends up on top every time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
That's
Got some Gump to him.
uh-huh.
Very, very lucky. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say that Gump was just lucky. Gump had something going for him, but there was like God was on his side. I think that was kind of what it was like. God was looking out for Forrest Gump because he had, some tough circumstances growing up there in Alabama.
Uh-huh.
Leg braces, whatnot. Anyway, if you haven't seen, I talk about this with Vish. He's like, I've never seen this movie. I don't know what you're talking about. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think Garoppolo grew up with leg braces.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he had it rough like that. No. Okay. Dude. So look at this run defense. Look at how they reset the line of scrimmage on the Niners side of the field right away. 52. Even on Trent Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Is Trent Williams, is he hurt already? Or see this? Oh, wait. It's 89. 89-75. In your face. That's a pretty good way to stop the outside zone there. Set the edge. Kenny Clark finishes. Yeah, that's a good front. Big DNs, big outside linebackers, and the best nose tackle in the league.
Yeah, that's where this team's different than the Rams. I think their edge setters are better, and they're better in the middle.
Yeah, the Rams' outside linebackers are light. They're pass rushers, right? These guys are speed power dudes. Yep.
Yeah, they're light pass rusher guys. They just want to get upfield after you.
Von Miller and Leonard. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's take it back.
Yeah, nice little screen.
Yeah.
Watch how close Smith, 91, gets to knocking this ball down. It's so close.
Oh. Wow. And the difference is it's like, and you missed by a centimeter. First down.
Yep.
First down. Sorry. NFL. Deebo Samuel. He's really good. Packers defense played really freaking well in this game. I just want to point that out. They were better than the Niners defense in this game.
Yeah, I don't think you're too far off base with that.
I mean, they were both playing at an elite out of this world level, but this Packers defense should have gave up 6 points. It was that special teams. I think it's so great that special teams ruined Green Bay's season. They really deserve that somehow.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers defense did a really good job for the most part of taking away what the 49ers are best at, too. I mean, they'd given up 4.7 yards per rush attempt coming into the game, and they hold the 49ers to only 3.7.
Only other team that's been able to do anything like this is Arizona, to me. Maybe Tennessee. But, I mean, Elijah Mitchell didn't play against Tennessee. Against those teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at how hard it's snowing at this point in the game. Jeez.
Yeah, and then this play again. So we had the hold the first time they get down here, and now you're going to get this one. And this looks like they're setting up to score and score and tie this game up. And
face mask on 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
He just gets his hand up there and just gets it stuck on this face mask. It doesn't come off, and that's why it's a fate. If it comes off quick, they don't call it, but he keeps it there. That's why they call it. See?
Yeah. Okay, so now you're back.
Yeah, and so now you're at the 21, and now you line up, and you're not sure where you're supposed to go. Ayuk needs to get himself up on the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, oh no, Brandon.
And so this wipes out. Yeah, so that wipes out the completion to Jennings.
Right. I forgot about that play. That was rough. Yeah, it's like this is a really big game, man. Brandon, you gotta know where to line up.
He realizes he needs to be back over on that side, but he doesn't remember that he doesn't realize he needs to get up on the line, and so they leave 71 as the end man. And so now they're all the way back at the 26, 2nd and 19 from the 26, and they go with it's a little pass here too.
Oh God! Oh! You should have heard the press box when that happened. You know what I mean? People
That's the one that
cheering. It's like you can't. Some people. Wow. This felt like an interception. Don't do that. It's scary. 21 really didn't even make a play on it.
No, he's on the outside. It's too bad that they're not doing a better job in protection, because if he's able to sit in the pocket, he has a touchdown.
Show me that.
Watch Kittle. He's got him open. He just doesn't have time to throw it to him. I think that's where they're trying to work.
Oh, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
That's wouldn't be a bad place to take a shot. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jeremy says, "What up, Grant and Jack? Hashtag Yimmy Yee. Hashtag Yimmy Yee." What's up, man? Scotty says, Jack, if Roger Craig doesn't fumble against the Giants in the 90s, Niners beat Buffalo for the first ever Super Bowl three-peat.
Yes, they do. They were better than the Giants that year. They would have beat them.
The way I remember it back in the day, and that was sort of before my time, but that the AFC teams really weren't on the NFC teams level when it came to the Super Bowl. Like consistent. The only team that was the Broncos. Finally, Mike Shanahan, right, in like '97.
Right. Yeah. No. Throughout the 80s and 90s, the early 90s, the AFC was not good. And that was the Bills' first trip and the best chance of winning it.
Okay, here we go. Jimmy, don't do that. I think this I would chalk this up to bad decision. Bad decision. Dangerous. I don't know.
It's a tight one. That's the check down, right?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the ones where Shanahan was saying it looked worse than it was, but yeah, it's
fair enough. I know Troy Aikman lost his mind on TV with it.
He did. I mean, it's tight. It's definitely one that gets you worried.
You like this though, right? We've been calling for this.
Yeah, and they did this a couple of times. This was the first one. This time it's more of a screen, but it's not in the. Did they motion him back? Did they motion him back, or they run that out of the slot here?
I guess they run out of the slot, but I mean, same thing.
Yeah, no, it's a similar concept as from the. Man, that's a hit right there. That's the one I thought he was really, really injured.
Oh, 51's a good player, Chris Barnes. I mean, he's not great in coverage, but he hits.
I think that's the thing. I think the Packers have really good. Man, look how he just runs through them. What a hit!
Yeah.
51 and 59, 97, 96. Those guys are just really good in the middle.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
They're like the 49ers, right? The 49ers are very strong in the middle. Packers are very strong up the middle.
Yeah. It's kind of like they know they have to go through Minnesota to get to the playoffs, right?
Yeah. And this is the other one, too, where Aikman's talking about it because he's jumping up and he throws it out there late, and it's –
Yeah. See, these are all questionable decisions. Oh, man. And I think we focus a lot on Jimmy Garoppolo's limited skill set, but really, I mean, you can do just fine with that skill set. Drew Brees had a Hall of Fame career with that skill set. I think the issue really is his decision making.
Yeah, that's where something I guess you call it a gunslinger or whatever you want to say. Yes. There's times when he takes these shots when he shouldn't.
It's like we see him as a game manager and he sees himself as Aaron Rodgers. It's like no. No. You need to be more like, I don't know, someone cautious. And he's like, no, what are you talking about? I'm great.
Yeah. Like, well, more like Tom Brady in a way, because Tom Brady doesn't worry about taking the checkdowns.
Yeah, that's true.
He can take the shots, but so he has a stronger arm in that case. But
that's a good point. Be more like Tom. Tom wouldn't do this.
Yeah. Ooh. See, here's the thing, though. Garoppolo's still playing. Tom Brady is not playing anymore.
That's right. Same with Josh Allen. So who's better? I got a lot of that on Twitter. Twitter's been tough the last couple of weeks. I've been staying away. I don't want to rain on the Niner fans parade too much, but I can't partake. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. This Packers run defense. Yeah, it's really a personnel thing. It's not like Joe Barry had some magic schematic answer.
Yeah, they're just not able to really, first off, you get the incompletion on first down. So now you're on 2nd and 10. Now you're trying to make it 3rd and manageable. They do. They get a nice 5-yard gain here. But they just don't have the protection. 66 is just not winning.
Yeah, no, the Packers have good linebackers and the Rams don't. I mean, that's a big difference.
That is
a huge difference. Mm-hmm. Hard to be good against the run with bad linebackers. Swan Song says peace slinger and leaves it at that. I don't know who we're talking about, but
talking
about Debo.
So now they're in 3rd and 5, and they go empty, and Compton just gets.
Oh, poor Tom. I was saying that Jimmy's the biggest liability on the offense, and Tom was like, "Wait a second." Did you forget about me? Did you forget about
Tom?
Tom?
Is this the 3rd and 5 play when they were saying that Kittle's wide open?
Let's see.
There's a 3rd and 5 play that said that he's wide open. I don't know where it is.
Here we go. Yes. Okay, so let's check it out. So Kittle is in motion. He's on the bottom of your screen. Now Juszczyk goes to the top. Let's watch Kittle. He's blocking. Now he's right in front of him. Well, but I mean that's not a first down, but it's better than a sack.
No, that would get him a first down because they only needed 5 yards.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, whoever pointed that out, thank you. Sometimes you miss things.
No, he's not wrong. I think they're reading the trips up at the top, and so and by the time he comes back for Ross, it's just too late. I think he's reading up here. We'll see his head, where his head goes. I'm pretty sure it's going to be up here. But right.
Kittle on one. Yep. Okay, so.
Yeah, see, he's
looking at Debo. I guess he's looking at Debo.
Yeah, he's looking at Debo, and then he that's good. It's good that he doesn't throw it because that's intercepted by 41 if he does.
Yep. And then it's just too late to get that Kittle at that point.
Yeah. But no, the call's right. And I think that looks like.
Hold on. Did you see 20-71 down?
Yeah, I think that might have been where he gets hurt.
Oh, let's see. Right here, 71.
Well, you know what? His ankle's already taped up.
Is it? Ooh, so he's struggling through it. It's his right ankle. Watch it again. 71. It's already taped up. Oh, look at that. Look at that right ankle. Oh. So when did they do that?
Yeah, I did. I got to go back. We have to go back and watch it.
Oh, he's struggling. Ow, he's in pain. You could tell. 91 respects him, tries to help him. Man, people must really respect Trent Williams. Must be an honor to go against him. You know what I mean?
The fact that he continued playing in this game and you know,
not easy.
No, that's a nice run. Just open up that drive. This is where they're going to settle for the field goal. I really didn't like the end of this drive. We can talk about it when we get there. This is a nice run, though, off the end. They did a really good job of blocking it. Look at that. That's really good blocking by Ayuk at the second level. That's part of why he's able to get 8 yards.
Watch Trent Williams limp. See that?
Yep.
Right foot.
Did a really good job.
What were you saying? It's like standing out to me now.
No, it's fine. No, he did a real good job at the point of attack, but then you get 11 blocking 31.
Mm-hmm. People say that the reason he was in the doghouse because he wasn't blocking hard. No one ever confirmed that, but he is blocking hard the last couple months.
Yeah. He's been really much better at it.
He takes pride in it.
The 49ers must have found something because they started running much more 22 personnel as the scheme's gone on.
Yes, they did.
No,
that was smart.
That little quick crap.
Yeah, that worked. I'm surprised they don't do this kind of stuff more often. I mean, Harbaugh used to do 22 personnel a lot, and it was effective.
Mm-hmm. That's just a simple little inside trap play. It's really effective, especially against a team that's getting upfield as much as Green Bay does on you. And really something that they should have come back to.
Imagine if this team had Kyle Pitts instead of Trey Lance. Imagine if this team actually spent their first 3 draft picks on contributors this year. Imagine how good this team. Now, this wasn't a near pick, was it?
This is another one that Aikman was yelling about because
it looked similar.
Yeah. So they're trying to hit the shot, but man, he's got Ayuk across the middle. I don't know why he comes off of him. Go back, run it back. Let's see one more time where he comes off of him because he's going to have, or maybe it's going to be. He's got one of those guys coming across from. It's going to be Deebo Samuel.
Ooh,
right in the middle of the field.
Well,
but there's too much pressure.
Yeah, he's got 52 in his face.
Yeah, there's too much pressure.
Is it 50 who's going to get beat here? Or is it Compton again? Oh, okay. No, not necessarily.
It's 50. 50's got to come over and get him because 60 – see how they motion 60 across because they're trying to make it look, right? So 60's come all the way across to help out. So 50's got to be able to come out and get 50.
Right. And he's late.
Yeah, and he's a little late.
Yeah. Otherwise, Garoppolo could have stepped up in the pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a really good front seven. Really good. It's really good defense. This Green Bay team blew it. They're at home because of special teams. They had a week to prepare. They had a week off. They should feel so embarrassed right now. They really do. They
Yeah,
should.
they really should. The whole.
And everyone knew their special teams was terrible, and they were like, "Well, hopefully it won't ruin it." It did. It ruined your season.
What's I think the special teams definitely is an issue, but I think that Aaron Rodgers is getting off the hook a
Also an
little
issue.
bit here.
I agree. He's overrated.
I see. I think this is a completion, man. I think this ball bounces off the back of Trent's ankle for a completion to 66.
But he's an ineligible receiver, right?
No, but it was tipped. If the ball's tipped, he could run.
Really?
I think that ball hit his ankle and bounced up in the air.
Whew.
That'd have been a great play by Tom Compton. He would have.
Compton could have been the hero. He could have had the one touchdown on offense. Look at him go. He's fast. They might consider moving him to tight end.
He could be your third tight end.
He can move. Look at you, someone with the ball in his hands.
Yeah. Yep. And then this play doesn't. This you don't get any credit here because they don't score. But this is a nice 3rd and 11 conversion to Kittle.
Yes. Beautiful.
What a nice tackle by 21. If 21 doesn't grab him right away, that's a big gain.
Exactly. And this time he actually leads Kittle upfield as opposed to the one earlier. It's not as long of a throw, but now Kittle can really accelerate away from the DB. That was nice. I forgot about that throw. Somehow I edited out all the good things Jimmy Garoppolo did from my mind. That was nice, Jimmy. Good throw. Boom. Watch it again. Nice. Good job, George, too. I've been dogging you games. All right. So they're in business. And they're down.
Yeah, and then they're going to go with Debo. This is I think that's the play they run later on and for the first down at the end of the game.
Ooh. So that's a good call. Let's go back and run it again. We're talking 1st and 10 from the 48. So similar spot on the field. No, wait, hold on. This is the 28.
It's 1st and 10 from the 28. The previous play I think was the 48.
Interesting. How many yards did they get? About 6? 5?
Yeah, 5. That one they did a good job right there. The nobody got to the secondary guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, when we get back to when we watch it at the end, we'll see if I think he might have been able to hit that one more up inside, which I think is what helps him get. So
is that what it was?
We'll see. I haven't seen it more than just the couple of times when they showed it.
Let's see how Debo runs it. Okay. All right.
He's kind of having to take it a little outside because it's just so much. There's too much penetration backside, and then he's got to take it wider.
Oof. What a defense.
Yeah. That was 2nd and 5, and they lose 2. I think that's the same play, very similar to what they're going to run on 4th and 1.
93.
They want them attacked, right? They want them attacked downfield and then hit this outside, but they split it and they get to him inside and drop him for a loss.
Okay, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, this is a nice one right here. This is a good setup by Shanahan, but wrote a play by 31 because that should have been a first down. But 31, Amos does a really nice play here to stop this.
Yeah.
They get the motion, they open it up, and they come right back. See, they did this against them back in week 3. They're doing a lot of the same stuff. But 31 does a better job of getting up there to take it away. Now on 4th and 1, this is they should have kicked the field goal right here, in my opinion. But they're going to try to run. See, they're trying to run this outside. He just kind of gets caught up on the downward part. They want him to run at the A gap and then bounce, but there's too much penetration. They grab him before he can start to turn. At least that's the way that was explained to us.
Right. They wanted to bounce, but like 89 gets beaten so quickly by 52. It's hard, right?
Yeah. It seems like because he just barely got the ball, and he's getting hit. I think his track is supposed to be very similar to the play 2 plays earlier. They lost yards on that one too, but I think he's supposed to get it and bounce, but he just gets engulfed because Werner gets beat so bad.
Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter were saying that Elijah Mitchell, there was like a clear running lane and Elijah Mitchell blew this. I disagree. I think I go back to my criticism when I saw it live was you ran this play earlier. It was a play that you'd never shown before. It was a motion you'd never shown before. Clearly, they were going to go back, and it worked. Clearly, they were going to go back on their sideline and talk about it and have a plan if they saw it again. And you didn't dress it up any differently. It's the same play. And clearly, it seems like they were prepared for it. You had 97-52 in the backfield right away. So I'm going to put this more on. I would call this more of I don't know if it's a coaching blunder, but a bad call.
Well, they ran a toss with it the first time. I mean, if they just run it outside, if his track is calling for him to go straight outside, it's going to work. But it's the inside out, and it's because of they get the 52 blows this thing up.
And you're right. You're right. It's not a toss. It's what is that? What is that?
It's supposed to be, well, according to what Shanahan said yesterday, it's supposed to be an outside power. But what they want is they want him to attack the A gap, which is right here inside, and then they want him to bounce out to the outside to the D gap. They want him to penetrate and then go out, but they just get too much penetration from 52.
Outside power, yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
That's the way that was explained to us.
All right. Well,
fair enough. I don't like the play call.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I don't like the play call either, and a lot of people say, well, Debo should have been in. Debo would have got hit in the backfield too.
Yeah, I don't think it matters who's in there in that spot because they did too much penetration.
You know what Kyle would have called?
Quarterback sneak.
Dude. What are you doing, man? Well, how have they gotten away from that? Is my question. Quarterback sneak, dude.
I'm with you. You either kick the field goal or you run the quarterback sneak. You're 4th and 1.
Thank you. This is like, dude, because I don't know. I mean, 89. You didn't execute it well. Whatever it was, your guys didn't execute it well, and you can say, well, they should have executed it. Yeah, okay, or call something that they've done before, like quarterback sneak. All right. Charlie Werner. Still mad that Dwelly doesn't play anymore, but that's neither here nor there.
And I wanted him to. I thought they should have taken the points right there because their defense was playing so good. Just take the points and then let your D go out. And it worked out for them because they got the special teams, play.
That's a good point. I always feel like Kyle's trying to join the act. Like, I want to be part of the reason why we win. Like, no, just let your defense win it.
Yeah, and then go back to the beginning on this one because this is the play we talked about this earlier. You remember early in the game they ran this play long before the snow started where they motioned him out and then they run – that gives them the setup and then they run the inside. They ran that same play earlier in the game for a completion.
Yes. Hold on. Let's pause real quick and take some questions that I've forgotten to take the last 20 minutes. Dude, thank you for your $2. It's like PBS where they pause right between the show and they ask for donations like that. Mitchell missed a lot of holes he usually sees. Yeah, but not on that last one. That was not Mitchell's fault. I'm glad that we absolved Mitchell of blame there because Niner fans definitely left it at his feet. Grant's analogy on Jimmy being the slacker in a group project was hilarious. Dude only shows up for the snacks and the A. LMFAO. It was killing me how he was like smiling with his whole like entourage after the game in Dallas. And I was like, man, like you would have thought he threw for 800 yards and 17 touchdowns. I'm sorry. He just seems like the kind of guy who's like, he's in the group project with like 3 girls who all have a crush on him. And he kind of just comes in on the last day and he's like, so you guys got this? We got this? We're good? We got this? Like, yeah, we got it. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Or he says, I think Trent got injured on the play. He motioned. A couple players fell in the back of his leg. At the end of it, let's go back to that play, the original one, and see because I'd like to. You can see that he's taped up after that. It's interesting, and he's really limping through the end of the game. I didn't notice it at the time.
That could be what happens.
How can you get rid of a quarterback that takes you to the Super Bowl 2 times in 3 years? Why would you want to? Not fair to trade either. Honestly, they should explore trading him if it happens. What could we get for him? What do you think?
I think you're looking at probably a 2nd round pick is what if they go to the Super Bowl with him and they trade him, I think it's probably going to be a 2nd, maybe a late 1st, maybe.
No, he's saying what can they get for Trey? He's saying that if they win the Super Bowl with Jimmy, that it's unfair to give the team to Trey. It's too high expectations. Stay with Jimmy, trade Trey.
I disagree. You need to go to Trey here at some point because unless you're going to commit to Jimmy Garoppolo long term, I don't think that it works for the 49ers salary cap wise. I don't think that's the smart play here. They'll be fine in 2022 with Trey Lance, in my opinion, if everything else comes back together the way it is now.
P.S. Porn star Jimmy afraid to step into his throws because of his knee? I don't know.
I don't see that.
I don't know. I think it's just more of like a bad habit, not throwing in 7 into throws. Get to the top. Get to the top. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger reference from people born in the 80s. Niners D-line is deeper than 2019. If they get to the Super Bowl, they will give Mahomes, Burrow all they can handle. I mean, we already saw that Burrow struggled big time against the Niners. He did play well, but he got hit a lot.
Yeah, the 49ers held them to 23 points, right? It took overtime for them to get to 23.
Correct. All right, here we go. That play was open all day.
Yeah, it's just an easy little pitch and catch, and they get it open with the motion opens it up, and you're not gonna cover him when you're lined up head up on him. And then they get four.
Niners just scored a touchdown on special teams miraculously. That just happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, they also they've just gotten the stop too after that. They scored the touchdown, then they get a stop. Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw to a wide open receiver over the middle. Instead, tries to take the deep shot.
To me, it felt like God. First of all, he blocked the punt, and then he hid the ball. No one knew where it was. He was like, he had it behind his back, and then he dropped it right on the 4-yard line, right next to the 49ers. Yeah, there it is. Like manna from the sky, from the heavens. It was great. I've never seen anything so spooky in my life. That was crazy. The block punt.
That was one of the funniest darn things I've seen in a long time. Just because it was one of those things. I put on the live vlog that I was doing about a half hour before that the Niners defense was going to have a score for them to win, and then that happened. Yeah. I just started chuckling. Yeah, could not stop laughing. You got to be kidding me.
I got to be kidding me. So once again, this is the best Packers defense I've seen ever since I've been covering football. They really have a good front. They've always been slow, soft. It's good defense. Too bad they wasted it. That's so funny.
Yeah, this is the one that you're talking about as far as what we've been, and you and I've been saying this for a while. That the next piece with this is for them to get the ball to Deebo Samuel as a receiver out of the backfield. Boom. You mentioned earlier on that little chip when he was lined up to the side, but now they actually have him in the back, and they're actually going to run a little Texas route or.
Can you imagine what Bill Walsh would do with Deebo, the running back?
Shoot! Look at what Mike Shanahan did with Ricky Waters.
Exactly.
I mean, he's got to.
The thing is, Kyle kills me. He'll do things wrong the whole game, his whole career, and then with the game on the line, all of a sudden he's got the throw to Deebo. Like, where the hell has this been? Where has it been? How did it? But he always has it. It's like, oh, we're about to lose. We need one drive. Oh, I got this, and I really respect that about him. I don't know how he does that.
Yeah,
I do respect it though. He's clutch. He is clutch.
He's got the clutch team. Him and Jimmy clutch in the end, right?
He did have Emmanuel Sanders open on that throw in the Super Bowl, but it wasn't the right call for Jimmy. And now he doesn't make those calls for Jimmy anymore. Like he's very much in tune for what Jimmy can, like Jimmy's limitations, and it allows Kyle and Jimmy and everyone on offense to be clutch at the end of the game. It's great.
I think he does a really good job because you and I both have been hard on him. I was hard on him for a while. I think the more that I've watched him, and especially going back to the Super Bowl year 2, he does a really good job of understanding the situation. If the situation calls for him to take the shot, he takes the shot. Yeah. But here in this situation, he doesn't want his whole thinking is he wants to get the field goal. He doesn't want to let Rodgers make a play. And this is a easy play. I love this call to Deebo Samuel out of the backfield. Do it more often, Kyle. Get him down the field more often as well. And you out of this kind of a look, you're forcing a safety or a linebacker to cover one of the best receivers in the league when it comes to their playmaking ability. It's an easy throw for Garoppolo here, but he gets it to him and
good throw though. Fading away.
Those two plays, you got the throw to Kittle and the throw there. They're not hard throws, but the fact that he made the throw. Now they're at the 41-yard line, and now Shanahan's going to dictate the rest of the game to Green Bay.
Yep.
Yeah. 19. It's funny that they go back to him now 3 times and they're going to run the ball 3 times in a row, and they take the ball out of 25's hands, and we're going to go with Deebo, and we're going to make 25 a blocker.
Yeah. Okay. They were doing that with Jeff Wilson Jr. earlier in the year.
Yeah, but then he was hurt here. Oh, see, and this one was funny because you could hear him you could actually hear them on TV because he was telling George, go, because they weren't lined up right.
Okay. And again, like with the game on the line, it's Deebo Samuel's the running back. You know, like he's not the starting running back, but he's the finishing running back.
Yeah. And this was a good job by Garoppolo right here of stopping everything, making sure. Last week he screwed up. This week he got it right because he got everybody so they didn't get called for
That's right.
emotion.
Yeah.
And then he almost fumbles the snap.
I missed that. Let's see that again.
I caught it during the game. Aikman caught it too. Watch, the ball's going to come up on him. It's going to be up by here, and he's going to toss it. Watch.
Oh, and he tosses it up high.
Yeah, he tosses it. He's bobbling it, and then he hot potatoes it to Debo off of his shoulder pad.
Man, God,
can you imagine if he'd fumbled the snap right there? Oh my gosh!
I know. Whew. He lives life on the edge. Oh, that's a nice run. Is that the run? Oh my God!
I think that's the play they ran earlier. And this time he's able to stay inside more, and that takes those secondary players out of it. He's able to stay on more of an upfield track.
3rd and 7. Almost fumbled the game away on the snap. Almost pitches it past Debo's ear. And then you get to this. Almost call a pass. Calls a timeout. And you got a
look at that
totally expected pass.
They don't even do anything. They motion 44 out. Nobody even looks at him.
Yeah.
It's completely does nothing to the defense. But then they get a
52 over on the play.
They get a nice block on the play side, and he's able to get upfield.
Oh man,
that's just a really nice run.
Amazingly clutch run.
Yeah.
One more time. No, let's watch it from the end. So good.
Watch, nobody pays attention at all to 44. They don't even. Yeah, there he goes. I don't care.
The ball's going to Debo. Everyone knows.
Yeah. Nobody's head even. None of the linebackers that are standing up. Nobody even. Their heads don't even move.
And he limps off the field afterwards. So let's see this hit that he takes.
Right there.
Boom. Yeah.
23. Gets his knee.
Okay.
When he cuts it up inside.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked yesterday that the injury report was as low as it was because Debo was limping pretty good off the field here at the end too. At one point.
And now you got him.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they settled for a 45-yard field goal right here.
Yeah.
With the conditions.
Yes. That was the very outer limit of what they could do.
But he had the wind going this way, right?
Yeah, he doesn't really. There's a lot of wind if you look at the goalposts.
I think when they were warming up and they were coming up short was going the other direction.
It was maybe the wind's higher up.
But still, it's 45. You're right. Was at the edge of his range. But to have look at all the snow on the ground and the snow's coming down like this and everything, and I didn't think there was a chance in heck that he was going to make this kick.
Is this the final play? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little. I think to go back to that little. Yeah, it's a little trap to Juszczyk. He's got to get his head up. He runs right into the guy's back. But
that's it. That's the game.
Did you want to try to find that play with?
Yeah, let's try to find it. It was the. Oh, hold on. It was the first.
I don't remember.
Run with Trent Williams in motion. Can you find? Do you know what play that was?
No, I didn't write it down.
Yeah. Well, look at him now. I can do it. No tape.
Okay, there you go.
No tape. No tape. No tape. What? No tape. No tape. No tape.
There. Now it's there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's after this play. Oh, look at it. Boom.
There it is right there.
Oh, it went to this 30 seconds. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is the play where Trent Williams gets hurt.
Yeah, it's on the screen. At least that's where it shows up the most.
True. Oh.
Yeah, it's either. If we go back, we'd have the see if he's limping around at the end of the couple plays before that. But
yeah, let's look at this one. Okay, here we go. This isn't the same play, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, my bad. Here we go.
He's definitely struggling right there.
It looked kind of non-contact. I don't know. Maybe that was where I did it. Fine there.
He looks like he's kind of soft on it a little bit, though. Watch him. He's kind of looks like he's trying to not really wanting to put his full weight down on it. See what I'm saying? It's on that drive somewhere.
Yeah,
but you definitely see it for sure on that screen.
Well, he made it through the game on adrenaline, but I'm not sure that he's going to play in the upcoming. Well, I guess we'll find out. Anyway, Can the Rams do what the Packers did against the Niners run game? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
To show it.
I feel like the Rams just don't have the personnel like the 49ers do for the Rams to win this game. Their offense has to make the plays. I just feel like the 49ers, they've shown that they can put the points on the board against the Rams. Now, in both the games this year, they've shown that they can move the ball on them. The only time that they've hurt themselves is with their own self-inflicted wounds.
I think the Rams' problem is that they don't take the Niners seriously when they build their team. They're thinking about beating the Chiefs and teams in the Super Bowl. They're not really thinking about the Niners, and they just can't match up. They don't have the linebackers. They sacrifice. They spend on other stuff, and they spend a lot on quarterback. They're still spending on Goff. Like they're going to have to sacrifice something. Damon says, let's see the Jimmy impression. My Jimmy impression is based on the fact that he sometimes when he takes sacks, he'll like hit the first read and then just hitch like 7 times. And I think that's kind of funny. But Stephen A. Smith has his own now where his impression of Jimmy Garoppolo is just handing off. It's pretty good. I got to say, his is pretty good too. I give him a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's there you go.
Without moving up. Yeah, that's it. Can a quarterback develop arm strength, or is that something you either have or you do? Absolutely, you can prove it a little bit.
You can. Yeah. Garoppolo has shown the ability to make some throws that we've said that he hasn't been able to do in recent weeks. He's had some really nice out routes and stuff like that. He's inconsistent with it.
I don't think he's ever going to be the kind of guy who can hit that throw fading away, rolling right, 25 yards down the field to Kittle. But I do think, as you improve your mechanics and stuff, you can definitely put more velocity on it. If you have your feet underneath it, you can step into your throw. But I don't know if he's going to be the guy who's like Josh Allen or Stafford just making crazy throws off his back foot.
Right.
No, I wouldn't think so. Isn't this season successful? Might go to bowl, and people are seeing just how much Jimmy holds us back. I want the Niners to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't root for the team, but I feel like this is the best Niner team I've seen in a very long time. And I think they should – I know that like Niner fans are happy right now, but the season is not over. Don't keep the pressure on.
I don't – yeah, no, I want to see them go to the Super Bowl. I want to see them win the Super Bowl. I think you've got to say it's a success. When they were at 3-5, I told you in the press box after that game that the season was done. I didn't think they were going to go anywhere. And here we are getting ready to go down to Los Angeles for the championship game. So
it's definitely not a wasted season, but I'd like to see them go further.
Yeah, the wasted season thing I think it would be if Lance didn't develop and if we didn't see Lance play the way that we saw him play against Houston, then there might be a case for saying it was a wasted season if they don't win the Super Bowl. But with the way that he played against Houston, I think they've got him ready to play next year.
Agree. If Trent Williams plays, SF will be heading to the Super Bowl. No Trent, no Super Bowl. It really is that simple. I don't know if it's that simple because they just beat the Rams without Trent Williams like 2 weeks ago. I was there, saw it happen. And when he was inactive, I was like, ooh, maybe the Rams are going to win. And then they didn't. You know why? Because they're fraudulent. 2 days ago, they almost gave up a 27-3 lead. They were this close.
There's something about them. There's definitely a bunch of front runners there. And there's something about Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford made a couple of really nice throws at the end of the game in a big moment. But it felt like as that game wore on and it started to get closer that he started to shrink a little bit. I think if you can hit him and you can keep this game close, that's when he plays.
Also, they can't run the ball. and that's a
No.
big problem. And when they try, the dude fumbles.
Yeah.
Rick, thank you. Facts, in the words of a GOAT, job's not done. Yeah, man. Niners used to be 5-0 in Super Bowls. Let's go. This is a great opportunity. You got a MVP candidate on offense, an MVP candidate on defense. Great year. And the team's healthy. That's the most important thing. The Niners have gotten great luck with injuries. Now, Trent Williams is a little hot, but comparatively, the Niners are healthy. Great year to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jack. Thanks for doing this with me. Thanks for watching, everyone. LA this weekend. I'm going. I'll see you guys in Inglewood.
I'm gonna be there too.
Ride home.
I'm gonna be there. You're gonna pick me up?
Yeah, I got you, man. It is. Oh, the Ramillion report. Before we leave, playoff Stafford will beat that weak Niner secondary. I will give Stafford credit. He has played 2 good playoff games in a row statistically, and now he's going up against his biggest test. This Niners defense is the best defense left in the playoffs. I believe that.
They are. This defensive front, if we had time to talk about it, we could do a whole other hour just talking about that front.
Absolutely. All right, Jack. If the Niners make the Super Bowl, Jack and I will do some defense too. We will do a whole lot of film work, but the Niners have to get there first. All right.
Yep.
See you.
Take care.